Today, everybody, is a very special Mario Sunshine finale. The birthday of our streaming host. And to help me celebrate, a great big fat guy!
A naked fat guy.
First off,
Wow.
you think I look fat?
Mario.
Sure do now.
You're an elephant now. It's a compliment.
Also, dang, Mario, talk about taking Big Nose to the next level. Also, just realized I'm not even supposed to do it this way. I'm already done with Nookie Bay.
Listen, I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Mario's a faithful 100%.
I can't believe I got dragged back into this.
Yes, you did, because we're so close. All we have left is, I think we're literally down to just one level left.
Yeah, no, like, we showed up for the, like the very first portion of the last session, completely ignored it, and now we're getting to the point where we're going to clean up the rest of it.
I could very much be wrong, but I think today's direct scared off the sheep.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
It either scared off the sheep or to remind her that she has other, more important matters in her life to worry about. So, we'll leave her to that while we go racing with Piantissimo for the final time.
It's Piantismo.
Pants.
So yeah, in case it wasn't obvious enough, at the time of recording, we had just gotten the June 21st Nintendo Direct, which again, coincidentally, was also James's birthday, so this was just Nintendo's way of saying happy birthday, James.
I stayed up the whole freaking night making sure the last session was done and my freaking color wheel was finished. And then I put it on export, took a decent nap, and then I woke up just in time to see probably the best direct we had in a while.
Oh, many surprises. It was, but still early as all get out, except for Ricky and Doug. They got to do it in the wee hours of the afternoon.
No, I got to do it while I was busy getting work done.
Oh, crap.
I was still asleep by that point.
I was out jogging.
I see two M's.
I was at work, we will I was at work, we will legally say. But yes. Well, first off, as we do this race, first off, the direct started with kind of a slow burner, I think, just to make sure everyone was waking up and stuff. The Scarlet and Violet DLCs for Pokemon.
Most important news in regards to that, Central and Ferd are back! Yay!
Oh yeah, they are. Those guys are back. Okay.
Then after that, we got a...
Done!
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm all done.
Now we wait.
James, man, you are not allowed to collect this Shine Sprite until you spray down those two obvious as fuck M's at the beginning of the course.
Make me.
Don't make me call the Ivory Hunter, Mario!
No, more like, make me. I'm a pachyderm.
That is true. He's
called
bigger than
Oh,
you, Icky.
the coin right up there, in fact.
Too late.
But what Mario didn't realize is that he was actually on, on some sort of flower-based drugs at the time, but he not failing to realize he actually shrunk down a few inches thanks to the recent revival of Super Mario RPG.
Oh my god!
I was gonna work up to that, but yeah, anyway, so after Pokemon, no, it's fine. After Pokemon, we got a little bit more news for Sonic Superstars, which that's still looking pretty fun.
Yeah, I figured they were just gonna wait on doing any more news about that until their next Sonic Central, which, speaking of...
Sorry to interrupt, but can we, just point out the obvious for Episode 3, the Goopy Inferno?
This one is a bit devious, because right from the get-go, yoink!
Ooh.
And if that weren't bad enough...
The whole place has been flooded with fiery goop!
The whole village is on fire!
Well, son of a bitch.
Why didn't Junior do something like that earlier?
Great question.
Now here's the unfortunate thing about this particular lava goop.
It's fiery.
It is so pertinent to the point where if you just fall into it, you're pretty much fucking dead instantly.
Right.
Because
there's no...
You don't bounce far enough to avoid, to get back into the grass, away from the goop.
Ooh.
Right.
Not that way.
Not this way.
Wait a minute, I see flooring.
You do?
Yeah. It's because the problem is that...
There we go.
Yeah, but now you have to deal with the fucking ghosts.
Well, because the problem is that there's no invincibility frames, so you'll land on the lava, and in a second you will be dead.
Yeah.
So, gotta be mindful of that. but yes, continuing up. I guess since we're now on the RPG talk, I was beyond surprised.
Me too.
I thought we escaped 2002, the year of Pinocchio. But I guess the best was to come.
It's like when we first saw it, when it showed the opening, we just figured like, oh cool, they're finally adding Mario RPG to the NSO, which, you know, I feel like is still something that's necessary.
And then you see that twinkly little 3D HD special effects star, and it's like,
they're going deeper.
and now that Inky turned into the red guy,
with a startle. The red.
Oh, I wish.
And mainly it's funny, too, because I do remember prior to the Direct, we did get a couple of leaks saying that, well, one of the bigger ones saying that there was going to be a new 2D Mario being announced, which did happen.
Was there?
Yeah. And then there was another, there was something alongside it that said there was going to be a revival of a long-time Super Nintendo classic. And I know there were some people out there that were theorizing it was Super Mario RPG, and I thought to myself, I love that. I feel like that might be a little too good to be true.
I heard the theory that would be Chrono Trigger, but also... Wait, did you just jump on that thing like a trampoline? What?
Yeah, it's treated like a trampoline.
Why?
I think this is more so helpful if I have fun. And I realize I'm doing this the exact wrong way.
It's
Yeah, I was
made
about
of
to say.
wood.
Kill yourself!
Goodbye.
So, but yeah,
That's for
again,
a different shine.
yeah, but yeah, just the whole thing of like the Mario RPG remake being revealed. I think it's safe to say was probably like the biggest surprise out of that Direct, just seeing like everything in action. Mallow and Gino returning, actually having 3D models, a lot of the characters looking like surprisingly on point to how they were in the games. Like even the Toads, like they did not Toad wash them. They actually look as unique as they did in the game.
You know what though? It really stands as a testament seeing those new models and making me realize, man, they really did look really fucking good. They just took the regular Mario models and squished them down. It's kind of funny in a way.
I definitely know that was at least one complaint somebody had, was that the Peach model especially looks like they shrunk her body but then just slapped the same head model onto it, but...
Well, that's how she looked in the original, just like
It felt
everybody
like
else.
But
They don't look like dolls.
But now we're gonna get like official. But now there we go. But now we're gonna get like official 3D models for like some of the most cult classic original characters in Mario.
And you know what that means? Gmod.
Also, kudos to the people that made the CG stuff for the trailer, because like it's so seamless. It almost fools you into thinking it's actual in-game footage.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And
I think
and
it
the
is
fact
all
that like
in-game footage.
yeah. And then listening to the music, and they did confirm that Yoko, the original composer for the game, is returning to make all the remixes, and they sound
Yoko
pretty much on
Shimomura,
par with
yeah.
her quality of work.
Yoko Shimomura.
Yep.
Oh, so this is the wrong one.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk that? Who'd have thunk that I took the wrong way again? Would have to fall just to reset everything.
Kill yourself again!
Isn't Sunshine level design great?
Oh, it's
That's
the
so
bee's knees.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
as I was about to say earlier, it's honestly funny thinking that Yoko Shimomura within the past couple of years got to be involved in 2 Mario projects.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Although that being
So-
said,
I mean, she's been working on the Mario soundtracks for, like, the RPG games. You know, the Mario and Luigi RPGs, at least.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's just that, back to back, and especially after, like, her primary, appearances with the Mario series, effectively died with the bankruptcy of Alpha Dream.
Which makes me wonder, did they hire some of the staff from Alpha Dream to work on this remake? Because the UI and some of the UI and especially, like, the lighting in some of the scenes reminds me a lot of the Superstar Saga remake.
I mean, it's funny you bring that up, because I do remember the Mario and Luigi series, a lot of its staff were former Square developers.
Right.
Although that being said,
yeah, go ahead.
that does bring up an interesting thing. Like Yoko being back's great, but something I was talking with Logan about before we started, and it really makes me curious, like, considering how the game looks, like gameplay looks fine, even though it looks like, I figured they would have done, like, more to, like, make it stand out compared to the original, but something I'm really curious about, like, how involved, if at all, do you think Square are with this remake?
Considering they've laid claim to Mallow and Gino and basically any other non-Mario character that appears in the game, I assume they're putting in a decent chunk of the work.
I guess that does make me wonder, like, who exactly is developing the remake? Like, I mean, obviously, like, there's a lot of it that looks like it could very well be from Nintendo themselves, or if not that, then, I mean, they pretty much got one of Square's in-house developers to do it.
I think it's a mixed effort.
I
Because
mean,
it definitely doesn't entirely look like a third-rate job that Square would shove off to one of their smaller development studios like Hand.
Hand?
Yeah, the people behind the oh shit, no! I wish I had Flood again.
I miss my Super
Love my
Soaker.
beloved.
this gives us more time to talk. I mean, I'm excited to see them at least cooperating. Like, again, I say this as someone who would have been excited just getting to have it on the NSO.
And I mean, yeah, no, I was wondering, like, for the longest time, why it wasn't on the NSO. And there you go.
Well, I don't think
The
that's
only
going to
thing
be...
I will... Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, I don't know if that's going to be serving like as a full-on replacement, because to be fair, even though we got the Link's Awakening remake on Switch, they still put that game on the NSO.
Yeah, after, like, what, 2-3 years?
It was enough time. They allowed for enough time to pass to justify people wanting to buy their, shiny new version of it. Which I'm gonna buy. I've already pre-ordered the shiny version. I'm looking forward to it. This is again being released in a time, in an era of Mario RPGs, Paper, Mario and Luigi, all that included, being released in an era when they were quote-unquote telling people, oh yeah, no, we were told to play it super safe, don't have level ups, don't have experience, not allowed to use any characters not already appearing in a Mario platformer, and yet now you have the grandfather to the granddaddy of like original characters with level up systems in an RPG. The game that first proved to Nintendo, okay, yes, a literal Mario RPG can work. I'm beyond stoked to see where this goes.
Which makes me wonder, how much influence is Super Mario RPG going to have on RPG spin-offs for Mario specifically in the future?
I think if it sells well, I think they're going to like learn that.
Oh, you know it's going to sell well.
Then
Wait a minute. Didn't I take this path already?
Well,
I think you went in circles on that one.
Okay,
Well, I do
James
know
Man,
that
do you
you
want to
need-
try? Do you want to try the long but easy way out of this?
No, I don't think he wants to do the splash water until he makes a path.
well, what I was just
I mean, you could also do a spin jump while you're wet.
Trust me, Iki, that's gonna take way too fucking long. I'd rather just, do it the old-fashioned way.
I'll look up an image.
I'll look up a
Pianta
map.
Village.
Just, I utterly forgot how the hell to even reach it.
I'm looking up a map. Let's see here.
But yeah, trying to think, like, was there anything else we wanted to talk about with the Mario RPG? Because, like, as great as it was, I know there were a couple of other things I know we're eager to talk about.
Wait, I'm checking.
Nothing else immediately comes to mind as far as Mario RPG is concerned, other than that there was, like, one thing I noticed regarding its battle system that I think might have been slightly altered.
That little
that?
dial in the bottom left corner?
Something like that, yeah. I think it might serve more of a purpose to the actual the actual fighting and all that stuff. Like, honestly, I think there's not enough to really work off of that at the moment. So yeah, that's really all I can.
I figured it out. Okay,
what was-
I did also figure out what you have to do. Are we game overing? Nope. Okay,
Nope,
so
not
I
yet.
now figured out how we need to do this. It's actually gonna go all the way back to what we were doing the first time we came in here.
The very first time we came in here.
Yeah, when you were going down with all the mushrooms down there.
Okay, so
So follow my path and I will guide you.
I think I noticed two things straight off the bat when it comes to Mario RPG
Yeah.
HD. One, the pink lady that takes over the Cloud Kingdom.
Yes, Valentina.
Yeah, she
You're
no
gonna go
longer has
to the
Jupiter
left.
physics.
So right now you're gonna go to the left to go on down where all the mushrooms were.
And secondly, it took me until this trailer to realize that Yargidovich has a mustache.
Yep. Oh, he's always had one, but
Always did.
but it was something that I only ever noticed it in things like fan art and stuff. Like,
I never noticed it. I thought it was just part of his face.
oh no! So what you're gonna do is you're gonna
Well,
jump onto
mustache
that
is
green
technically part of
mushroom.
your
You're gonna
face.
jump on that green mushroom to get
You
up
know
on
what
top,
I mean.
and go up until the ceiling. Then go on to this rickety square.
Oh, you didn't want to get the extra life?
Nah.
Wow, how did I fucking forget about this?
Because it's stupid.
There's no traceable path.
So yeah, go to the turtle, and that's the jumping up there is where you go to the mayor.
There we go.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you still gotta make some daring leaps.
Oh, leaps of faith.
Oh, super daring, yes.
Listen, if you jump straight into that fiery goop, you're fucking finished. Like that stuff can outright insta kill you.
So be very mindful.
It's not insta kill. Like you still bounce from like taking damage, but it acts quick because you don't bounce very high. You just land back into the lava, and you don't have any invincibility.
What unreliable.
There you go.
Okay,
Now
so there is one blue coin that I want to show off. Actually, two. If we could
Wait.
please entertain the idea.
What is it?
All right.
Okay, so first off, squirt the ground to the bottom left.
From where we are right now, so like towards like that left mushroom.
Yeah. Keep squirting the ground until you see a big ol' lamp.
Oh.
Whee-yo!
Oh my goodness gracious, that was scary.
I know it's down around here somewhere.
I don't think it's over here. I think
Well,
you're
there's
thinking
an
of over
on the
towards
wall.
the. I think you're thinking
No,
more
not on
towards
the
right.
wall.
No, it's like on the floor. But I think you're talking about the one that's over there, like towards the right of the entrance.
No, it's like around the beginning of the entrance.
Okay.
No,
so
not
that.
that.
So he's.
Leave it alone. It's not the right one.
I don't like it. Clean is better than dirty, Icky.
Okay, fine.
I really hope you're not just
Let's
pulling
see.
that stuff out of your trunk, Iki.
I'm not pulling a leg. It appears in this episode specifically, and it's around like that big open area.
So, yeah, it's over across from where you are right now. If you head like across the plaza.
Yeah. See, there it is.
There's one. Yeah, you can see you can actually see the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Or what? Where?
Like over here, you like over back towards running. You can see the tip of a giant letter M on the ground.
Oh.
Just right there.
South.
Back. South.
South, and then to Mario's left. Yeah,
And
there's a
then
big honking
east.
thing.
I think this is the biggest M letter in the game.
One of them.
And he just left it on the floor like a chump.
As for the second, go into the gold mushroom, where the mayor is at.
Oh, he's talking about the thing. You may want to.
Actually, you might
almost
need
may
more
wanna-
water.
Let's see.
I think he has enough water, don't worry.
Woo! Nice. But yeah,
Just wanted to go home to my.
I just want to go home to my plate of spaghetti. Fused to the ground.
fused to the ground.
Fused to the kitchen table.
I just want to go help my I just want to go help my favorite Luigi fight ghosts, because that's another thing we learned, that a game that we've been wanting to play and capture for the channel for the longest time is actually coming to the Nintendo Switch.
I'm
yeah,
happy
but
about
yeah,
that one. That caught me off by surprise.
Yeah,
James Hand, before you collect the shine, shoot the moon.
like first-person perspective and aim at the moon.
Weird, isn't it?
You fucking kidding me?
No idea how you're
Yeah.
supposed to know about that one.
I don't know. I guess this is a reference to Super Mario 64 again?
Well, I mean, there's technically something like that in one of the later missions.
Right, because I want to say like mission 8. There's like you can reach the very tippy top of the largest palm tree.
Ah, yes,
and
the
aim
vertigo
straight at the
shine.
sun, and it'll literally turn into a shine emblem that I think is either a special shine or a blue coin.
It's a secret shine.
Oh.
And I would like to at least show that off before we go beat up Baby.
Before you beat up a baby.
I'm just gonna say right now, tough shit, because I think that's only in mission 8.
Yeah.
It is in Mission 8, but you have to beat Mission 7 in order to get to Mission 8.
Well, we're not gonna do mission 8. I want to beat the game.
We're so
Okay,
close. All right, other things that were showing off.
Peach is
Luigi's
finally
Mansion
getting a
Dark
second.
Moon,
Right, we tackled that.
I was about to say,
which
we
I'm gonna pass on.
Okay.
anyway.
I'm gonna get it just because
Go
I mean
ahead.
it's nice to finally actually have that game on the console.
I
Yes.
agree.
Steve?
Go ahead.
Another thing that I'm really wanting to learn more of, considering the teaser they gave us was too much of a teaser. They decided to give Peach a second chance of being a main character.
Yay!
It kind of reminds me of Puppeteer from the presentation,
Kind of, yeah.
With the stage
which I'm
plays thing.
all
yeah.
for.
I'm just hopeful to learn more, because again, when trying to describe this to a friend, all I had to share with him was like, oh my gosh, what happens? Like, well, it's Princess Peach on a stage, and something that, that's your dog?
I I'm the one who should be steamed. Bad change up. Maybe I should head over to the hot springs to calm myself.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah. No, like, what is it with this lady and her chain chomps always being so angry and red hot?
Because it's summer.
And the chain chomps are at least smart enough to realize how much of a bunch of jerkasses these Piantas can be.
Yeah.
They want nothing to do with them.
Alright, here we go.
That lady was onto something. We should probably take this chain chomp over to the hot spring.
Yeah, to cool his head in a hot spring.
I will say, I always did like the mechanics of, like, actually dragging this thing around and stuff, like... Uh-oh.
Well, that's also the thing. If it starts running off again, you could ground pound the plug. You could ground pound the pin in order to drag it back.
Oh, and it holds in place?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know
I
that.
never really thought to do that.
Let's try that.
you
Next time it goes red, like, quickly ground pound it.
And yeah,
Well,
you
no,
notice-
he also has, like, a set path around the village.
I know, but I'm just curious. Let's see. Okay, looks like he's about to get angry again. So ground pound it. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. I didn't know.
You didn't know you could do that?
Interesting ploy.
Oh, never thought to do that again.
Yeah, I never thought that actually would work. Huh? I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
You seem to be avoiding you, Mario.
Yeah,
Who's
continue.
they?
Okay, so as far as like other things from the direct, I know this is something that more so like appeases me and maybe Doug compared to like everyone else, but they're
we
also
go.
porting. Yeah, there you go. But one thing that I'm really interested in seeing is they're porting the Arkham games, sans Origins because they don't like us. They're porting those to the Switch.
Yeah.
It is interesting that they're doing that.
That is the happiest goddamn chain chomp I've ever seen.
He's chill.
He looks very relaxed.
I'm remarkably surprised that it can handle Arkham City and Night on the Switch.
Well, you say that. I'm honestly just surprised it didn't happen. Like that whole collection hasn't happened sooner, or at the very least for the first two games.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna say like. Asylum and City, I can honestly see working fine on Switch because they're PS3
hold on,
games.
I'm
pretty.
I just realized something. Isle Delfino as a whole is there's no more of that.
No more darkness.
Yeah, no more darkness. The whole
overcast.
place is. It's a whole sunshiny day.
Yippee skippy.
So now we know 60.
And now you have 60 shine sprites left to go.
And put back the black muck.
Oh no, not this
Yeah.
one.
Yep, it's time. It's
Secrets
time
of
we
the
go back
Lord
underground and meet the most devious of Isle Delfino's residents.
Oh boy.
You know, meet them all over again.
Sorry, continue.
And now for a very Mario-themed episode of Meet the Fockers.
Or, you know,
Continue.
Uncle Phil's garage, where he just tosses you around willy-nilly.
Continue hype.
But anyway, just going back to the Arkham games, something I'm curious about is that, like, I can see Asylum and City running fine on Switch because, you know, they're PS3 games. I'm pretty sure if people think that the Switch can't run a PS3 game, then they're just stupid. The thing that I'm curious about is how exactly they're going to run Arkham Knight, considering that is, like, you know, say what you will about that game, that is still a gorgeous-looking game, and that's something I'm curious to see what kind of compromises they had to make it run on Switch.
Agreed.
I bet it's gonna run like garbage.
Nice. I predict that there will be some. Oh no! Be careful. I hope
Mess
Yoshi.
with the bees!
Well, I hope Yoshi's ready to eat.
No.
Ooh! Oh no, they're coming for you!
Yoshi's ready to go back to his oh jeez.
At the very least, it's like Mario World, where getting hit with Luigi is just a free hit. But
mean
oh
Yoshi?
my god, Yoshi, not Luigi. We don't ride Luigi in this game.
What the heck?
Where even is Luigi?
Who cares?
He's having a staycation.
He's on sabbatical.
I'm having my own vacation in my own mansion, thank you very much.
I earned this mansion. I've earned the
Oh,
right
oops.
to relax.
Oh, that's a game over, everybody, as he's stuck on the branch forever.
Well, thanks for
Yoshi
watching.
just faded out there.
I'll just sit here for a little bit.
Make sure to continue. All right. Okay, we'll get right back to that. But yeah, no. Oh god, what else did we learn? We need the rocket nozzle again. What else did we learn about? We learned about. Speaking
We
of other
learned
collections.
about a pigeon rhythm game.
Yeah, which actually, I'm sure
That
that'll be.
exists.
I'm sure that'll be okay. I don't think I'm gonna play it too often, but
Yeah, it's
I
like
think it looks fun.
But who cares about pigeons when we could be talking more so about the endeavors of the Sonic Mania team making their own 3D platformer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
With a cat girl in a yo-yo? Question mark?
And a whole shitload of penguins chasing after her.
But yes, in order, because I heard you were saying something. What were your thoughts on the pigeon game hype?
It's odd, but I don't hate it.
I think it's a neat little style. But yes, and then the Penny's big breakout.
Right. Was it break? Was it
It's
called
either
breakout?
it's either
Yeah.
breakout or breakaway.
It's breakout.
Breakaway, I think was what it was.
It looks really
Oh, it is
fun.
breakout? Okay. Melon. Or coconut. But yeah, Penny's big. I just like how I love how stylized and expressive she is.
Yeah, she's very cute, and one thing I'll say is that, like, I know this might not be a very astute argument, since gameplay-wise they're pretty different from each other, but after seeing this run in motion, I just imagine, like, people are like, okay, Sega, you now have no excuse to not let these guys make a 3D Sonic game.
Right?
Yeah.
It has
Seriously.
running on walls, it's got yo-yoing on walls, it's got...
It's got driving on yo-yos, up walls,
It's got penguins.
on
many
walls.
penguins on walls. It's, nice. Just, yeah, no, there is absolutely a fun idea here. Doug, what did you think about it? Like,
Oh,
I mean...
wait a minute. I just remembered another thing regarding the Direct that I just realized deserves some attention.
Oh, what's that?
Wario, old friend, it's time for you to shake your groove thing again.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the most anticipated sequel to Smooth Moves. But really quick about the Penny thing. I was gonna say, Doug, as our resident like Spark the Electric Gesture fan, how did you think Penny's big breakout looked compared to it?
I probably skipped that, actually, because I was trying to look over the Direct as fast as I can and move on to other stuff. I might have to look at
Why the
back
hell
at
did
that
they
later.
put a one-up mushroom over there if you can't lick it up?
I don't
me.
know.
I might have to
but
look
yeah,
back into that, but now that you say Electric Gesture fan, I might have to look into that.
I would definitely recommend giving it a look-see. It looks very fun and looks not as pretty as Spark the Electric Gesture 3, but definitely in between, definitely in between like 2 and 1.
Okay.
Anyway, here we are. Hello there, sir. What's your name?
I'm a chuckster.
I'm a chuckster.
You better be careful when speaking to powerful Piantas. Some will chuck you straight up, almost chuck you wide away. When it comes to tossing folk, I'm a chuckster. Yuck, yuck.
And that's pretty much the motto of every Pianta in this bonus area.
I'm a
This
chuckster.
mission sucks eggs.
That's why they give you a free one-up at the right there, because
Oops.
Oops.
Okay.
Mario said, I've learned my lesson. I'm not even gonna talk to
I
you.
love that. It's like, I'm a chuck myself.
Allow me.
Chuck this.
Oh, Mr. Krabs, we're so knightly. We chuck ourselves out of places.
Look out, trouble.
So this is the issue: is that it's very precise because literally the way you control this is
I'm a chuckster.
wherever you talk to these people, you will be chucked 180 degrees in a circle behind them. And so if you are off by a centimeter, you could go in a completely different angle.
Don't hold back. Yeah.
Now that one, now on that square, it depends on the Pianta, because the little one won't throw you quite as far, but the big one will throw you farther, so you have to be mindful of their positions on there.
Oh, hey, it's these two spawners again.
Yeah, and I mean, real talk. This whole set, like, when you really know what to do with it, it's really not that bad. It's this final bit right here that's the make or break scenario.
Oh, God.
Okay, so align yourself on the crack, and thankfully we got the good cycles. We don't have to wait, but just wait until he is perfectly. Otherwise, this goes pits up real fast.
Observe.
I think we're off.
The chuckster.
I think we're off. I think we're off. I think we're off. Oh,
No, we're good.
Oh, good.
Safe!
First try, baby.
oh my God, you're right. Except for the time where I chucked myself. But that's
Yeah, no,
That
like
one didn't count.
I literally tripped myself, and I was about to blame the chuckster for the whole thing.
I will say though, screw the red coin challenge in that one.
Oh, God.
Yeah, not that fun. Which, you know, that's some. We didn't show it off at all during this whole playthrough, and I honestly don't think we're going to anytime soon, since we're literally at the home stretch. You can't go back to the secret areas again. You'll get to keep plugged this time around, but they'll give you an extra challenge of getting 8 red coins inside them.
But they're timed.
That's correct.
Yes.
That is the
Ooh.
catch. So that's where you can get more bonus shines.
Oh dear.
Now,
Oh,
a concentrated lava spew has sunk many Piantas around the place, and you have to. Your task immediately with clean up all 10, or else they will shoot you on sight for being a defier to the Pianta Kingdom.
No, just let him die.
Also, is that the Mario Galaxy render of a Pianta in the corner?
No, I'm pretty sure that's something they made for this game specifically.
I don't think
so
I would say Icky. I don't think they stole anything from the future. I think it doesn't work that way.
I don't know. I don't think Pinatas operate off of linear time.
I'm gonna get revenge on you, but I'm gonna ask people to draw you as a Pianta, Icky.
No!
Hey, I mean,
They're gonna do it.
I'm just
No!
saying, Logan. I have commissions.
I do too.
So not only do you have to free them from the group, you also have to give them my bath.
Be very quick about it and know exactly where they all are. Hello there, sir.
I love the sunshine, but oh, is it ever bright?
Oh, thank you. Let's see what else I got. So let's see.
Here, look cool while saving literally saving the existence of our very being.
Actually, since we are getting close to the end of the game, we might want to speed run through the direct thing. Next,
Yes, working on that now.
I do want to mention one last thing about this mission, though.
Yeah.
I think only like 5 of the 10 Piantas set you free have blue.
Usually it's the adults.
So you're essentially getting like 1.5 shine sprites from this one mission alone.
It's not a bad idea. Just please let us talk to you. Save me, thanks a bundle. Oh my god! You can't escape the chucksters. Anyway, so other things we got. Gloomhaven is getting a Switch port, which I'm excited about because Gloomhaven is a really interesting, RPG based on one of the most advanced board games ever released. Advanced in terms of like it's practically tabletop like D&D, but it's a board game, and it has a lot of great stories. It has co-op RPG elements. We got a couple farming simulators like Fae Farm, and we got this one game like just randomly thinking out loud here. What was it called? I think it was, what was that one game called? Hype, the one that was like a Saturday morning cartoon but first person.
Sorry,
I know it.
Cartoon first person.
It was like Myth Breakers.
Myth Quest.
Was it Myth Quest?
Yeah.
Okay, so Myth Quest, which in hindsight, it's probably my favorite example of like looking at that and being like, you know, this could have easily been another like, you know, forgettable, you know, passable, you know, action battle royale RPG thingy. But just the simple fact of not having to be photorealistic and have an actual cartoon style to it already made me like remember it a bit more. Game developers, please stop doing photorealistic gameplay.
Where was that little fella going?
Or at the very least, don't oversaturate the market with it.
Right, like have it be unique styles. Okay, what else? We got the Metal Gear Solid collection that was previously announced for PlayStation is coming to Switch as well.
Honestly, that took me by surprise because I figured they were going to just ignore Nintendo completely for that whole collection.
Right.
Yeah, but that's neat. I'm happy for the Metal Gear fans.
I just realized that blob of goop was supposed to be in the shape of a fish.
Yep.
We got sunk.
We got 60 seconds left.
Okay, we got a new trailer for Pikmin 4, as well as the announcement that the Wii ports of Pikmin 1 and 2 are getting Switch ports.
Check
No,
the
the GameCube versions of the Wii versions.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Continue, Icky.
We got news on Wave 5 of the Mario Kart DLC.
Woo! Yep. Including Kamek, my favorite Mario character.
I love Kamek.
I hate that pronunciation for
It's
the record.
Kamek!
I know. They say it in the movie.
Like Cam Clark!
And thankfully, since we freed everyone,
We also got to drive around in Mario's bathroom.
Not gonna lie, just saying just hearing Kamek is reminding me of the mispronunciation of saying Mephiles.
Oh,
Memphis?
What's
St.
the
Mephilus,
pronunciation?
Missouri.
Mephistopheles,
Now that
Memphis.
Memphis,
Oh
Tennessee.
my god.
Spray him with water.
Enough with the flippy tricks, Mario.
Jeez.
You're the savior of Pianta Village!
Imagine if the timer was still going as you had to try and catch that sucker.
Yeah.
I can only run as fast as I can until my heart gives out.
Now to go back to my cardio.
Again, we have WarioWare. Okay, as we were bringing it over, we got WarioWare Move It, a sequel to Smooth Moves. It seems like.
While carrying the same style as Get Together and Gold. Although that does bring up something that
I haven't heard
kind of
confirmation.
definitely picked up. A lot of people picked up on. At the very least, with that game, it looks like Charles isn't coming back to voice Wario for that one.
It doesn't.
Unless
it didn't
it's
sound
just a
right.
really weird way for him to say the word.
Well,
Maybe
some
that
people-
could be it. Maybe it's new audio. I don't know. I think we need confirmation. Go ahead, Hype.
Maybe it's me demonstrating my sense of copium.
maybe it's just because some people point out a similar thing with the Japanese version of the Direct. Some people are speculating that it's just like the Direct announcer saying excellent.
Maybe?
I mean, that would seem kind of weird, all things considered, but
It could be. So then, trying to think of anything else really quick. We got.
I mean, I'm just waiting for official confirmation from either Nintendo or Martin himself to see like if he's still gonna stick around for not only that but also the new Judy Mario game.
Yeah, 'cause that's
we wanna
more on
talk
that
about
later.
that
Also,
now,
be careful because
or-
here he's now trailing back lava everywhere wherever he runs. So be cautious. What else? Then there was also didn't we also get news that Pikmin 4 is going to get a demo soon?
Yes.
Yes.
June 28th.
Right, that's
So,
what I was
next
bringing
week-
up earlier with the Pikmin stuff.
Yep.
I wonder if data from the demo will carry over into the full game.
Not sure. I'm stoked. I'm disappointed about the co-op because basically there was a magazine leak that states that the second player is essentially they're going back to their roots, Icky, and they're basically doing Mario Galaxy again.
Yep.
Oh, for God's
Co-op
sakes.
co-star mode.
Where I'm just
All right, folks. We have beaten Shadow Mario in every single level of the game.
Except for one.
What?
One.
What
What do you
other
mean
stage?
one?
One big level.
Oh.
One big problem.
I mean, we're right here, and like we can just catch him as soon as we jump out of here. And I saw
You should have died on contact.
I know. What's the big deal? We can just catch up with him.
Oh.
He flooded Delfino Plaza.
Good.
Now here's the interesting thing about Delfino Plaza while it's flooded. Some of the geometry of Al Delfino under the water is an earlier version of Al Delfino.
Really?
Yeah. Let me look up the specifics.
So yeah, all of Al Delfino's residents had to literally evacuate straight to the roofs just to survive.
I was glad.
Gosh, what a spectacle! I'm just glad to be alive.
Makes sense.
Where are the cameras?
Oh, he wants to purchase stuff. Yeah, I can.
There's them over there, and over here we'll find Toadsworth. Remember when he was a thing? Me neither.
Oh, look at him just in there.
I remember when I was in this story.
Oops.
You can't even talk to me. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay, so before you go to the level in question, go check out the jail cell in the southeast corner of the town. Master Mario, it crashed down like a tidal wave, and it seems hot!
Wait.
Oh, so we're
Oh.
literally swimming in a jacuzzi?
So maybe.
Oh, that does feel nice, actually.
So is that the canonical thing? What happens that? Sorry, not to spoil a thing. Not to spoil things ahead. That all this is flooded because of the massive jacuzzi in the sky.
Maybe.
It could be that, or another possible theory is that it all got blown, like the gate
Yeah, look at
that. Huh.
You can see
I was about to say that-
back in the jail.
that seems
in
weird.
the jail
Look
cell,
at
there
that,
was
you see a manhole
sewage
cover
hat.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
that's
jail
right, there's
cell.
a manhole here, or never was. But otherwise, it's like there is a theory that I think that like the gate that previously blocked off the entrance to fucking Cornell Mountain.
Uh-huh.
That's where all the water spewed from.
Oh, which speaking of, that is
So
unfortunate.
Bowser
We have to
flushing the
follow that
toilet?
Sucker.
That town's flooded! I've never seen so much water fall!
I almost thought we were gonna show up and the Toad's gonna be like,
That was him, officer! That was the one who flooded it!
it's like, Toad!
Ooh, one more oddity.
too? Dumping goop, dumping water. Just make up your mind.
There's another strange thing when it comes to the flooded place.
Oh, what's that?
Where is it?
You know the blue coin in the little tower above the police station?
Yes.
Yeah?
Look at the texture in that chamber.
Hang on. It's gonna take us a second to get our butts over there.
This thing can only hover me so much.
This. So, over there. So we head over to this room over here and look inside.
Look at the texture inside.
There's a blue
What
coin.
It's supposed to be the side of one of the buildings.
Yeah, one of the wall building textures got squished in there accidentally.
And this only occurs, well, it's only really visible during the flood.
Huh, that's odd.
It's funny because I could have sworn that was always a thing, but in like when it's not flooded, it's like much more darker to hide the effect.
Well, it's because it's properly shaded in.
I guess I could see that. But yeah, so we have
There you are! Get back here!
so we had Pikmin 4, we had the Just Dance 2024 edition again.
You know, the demonetization part of the stream.
That's...
Finally, the second DLC expansion for Sparks of Hope finally got released.
Oh yeah, today. I gotta play that soon. The last Spark, and it looks so great.
I'm
Kanye
look forward to
looks like
watching
a
you guys go through that.
Kanye
These
looks like
little traps.
a wild person.
These little traps in this tiny little hallway of a level are so obnoxious. There are no invincibility frames when it comes to these spikes. If you fall into the orange juice water down there, because I don't count it as lava, it doesn't boil or smoke like lava, it has the same texture or effect as water.
Call it molten cheese.
I like
Okay.
Molten cheese.
It's flamin' hot Doritos cheese.
Why not?
And the fire kills you instantly too.
Be cautious here. This is the closest thing to a Road to Koopa level that you get. Let's see what else.
Yep.
The only one, too.
It's the only thing you do in Corona Mountain.
I don't think there's much else besides they announced some more DLCs for Tears of the Kingdom.
They didn't.
They didn't
and,
announce DLC, they announced Amiibo.
And
Right,
Amiibo,
they announced Amiibo for Zelda and Ganondorf, which, fucking finally. The dude's been starved for Amiibo since Smash 4.
And finally, they ended off with quite a banger. Probably
A talking flower.
Probably
Very
easily
unique.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm done.
Bye-bye. Into the cheese.
I remember you were all in my jacuzzi.
the dipped fondue Mario. But
Fondue Italian.
But then also the fact that we got what is probably easily, I think, the most exciting 2D Mario game I've ever seen.
Who knew that taking the new out of New Super Mario Bros. Would make the game actually feel like something new?
I mean, honestly,
Oh, no.
for the amount of years that they've been not doing those games, I'm finally happy that they're actually somewhat bringing that series back.
Yeah? Forward flip into fondue.
It's really funny because, like, before they started showing off some of the zanier stuff of that trailer, I just assumed that it actually was just like a new entry in the new Mario series. It's like, oh,
Me
so we're finally
too!
getting like we're finally getting like a new Mario game for the platformer. It looks a lot more expressive than the last couple of games, so that's
Looks
interesting.
a lot like New Super Mario Bros. Only with an actual art style to it.
But then,
It's New Super Mario Brothers with actual personality.
But then what
And
hype?
then Mario went to Mars.
But then what hype?
But then, you know, as Iki alluded, then once Mario touched one of the new things that you collect in the game,
Touched Fuzzy, he got plenty dizzy.
yeah, that.
No, okay.
Pipes just
Okay,
some
okay,
pop
but
out of the
okay, but
ground.
well, because he's listening to tape.
Everything has eyes.
Because he's trying to talk. That was a thing before. Remember, the hills had eyes before. But
No,
okay.
I said the pipes.
Okay, but I will say so.
Oh, hold on, Iki. The Pipes had eyes before. Remember Mr. Pipe?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Okay, but in all seriousness, then, as we're
Plot
doing,
twist, it was me in disguise.
So you're not really a pipe, Mario.
okay,
I'm sorry.
Don't turn the babies that.
So in
I'm
all
sorry,
ser-
Mario, but somebody had to tell you sometimes.
In all seriousness.
Yes, in all seriousness, now that because I barely could
What
like.
the?
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
no!
whoa.
What the
Just run.
That's great.
Also, go
Back
give me
to
the blue
ship!
coins here.
Look at all those fucking blue coins!
Yeah, it takes forever to get them, and you
It's
you
like,
can't
come
even.
on, Mario, you know you want to collect us.
In all seriousness, before we forget,
Yes, was that like I couldn't pay attention to the trailer almost because there was so much going on. Like what were some of the standout things that you saw in the Super Mario
Oh,
as we
boy.
now know it?
Oh.
As we now know it. Oh my God. The Super Mario Wonder trailer.
I loved how vibrant everything looks. Like, Mario's animations look so expressive. Honestly, it kind of feels like that they took cues from, like, the recent 2D Mario art and just, like, exposed it onto the animations with, like, just how he looks, the way he poses and whatnot. It's really fun. I know a lot of people, including Sam, Seely, and my friend Chris, they were, like, frothing the minute they saw Daisy playable.
Yep. It's horrible in
They finally put Daisy in a mainline Mario game at long last.
about fucking
And
time.
she actually has purpose again.
Yeah.
I think they finally got the hit, fellas.
All right, hang on, guys. Before we continue talking, it's time to get to the bottom of this at the top.
Sure is, Papa.
That's acid, though.
Come on in, Mama Peach.
I'll literally die.
I think not enough.
Behold, I am here.
You again? Don't you ever give up?
Mario, how
You disturb my family vacation. So, raise your hands. Who all was dumbfounded when we got to hear Bowser speak for the first time in a video game?
I just find it funny that they backtracked immediately by replaying his Mario Kart 64 scream.
Yeah.
That's just the noise he makes when he's angry. That's all.
It's also funny because
Don't
they
we
also
all make that noise?
It's still funny because they also reused it in New Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
But
they
yeah,
did.
So yeah, just go ahead and launch and ground pound all of these. Do what Bowser's doing. Ground pound all of these pegs. And if you look closely at Flood, as you're progressively ground pounding the pegs, Flood starts to stutter a lot more, kind of like implying that he's being damaged throughout this whole thing.
Somehow.
Jeez, careful. But yes, Wonder was incredible. I believe they revealed that Bowser Jr. will be making a reappearance in Wonder.
In some capacity.
Well, there's a creature in there that looks a lot like Junior.
It does, yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, they haven't made anything explicit, but obviously Bowser's back.
Of course,
Of
as
course.
he should.
Something, some things just never die.
Though
Like
his
Bowser.
castle seems to have crazy hypnotic eyes. Which makes me wonder if he's really the bad guy in control here.
Oh,
We-
aimed ahead.
We as of
Ooh.
Oh my god, are you fucking real?
Oh, Delfino, here I come to unleash my rage!
it just
You
lands in the
harder.
sand. Tails,
Leaves a massive crater.
Tails, Tails. Says he's head
my
deep in
God.
the sand.
You're not who I'm looking for.
Runs away.
I wonder if he's okay. Oh, I wonder if
Oh.
he's okay.
He lands in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very far way down. But
Oh, yeah.
okay,
I
This is
mean,
happening.
you know, it's funny considering that there is a Mario 64 related mod for SA2.
Oh yeah, there
that
is.
is
That
true.
doesn't surprise me.
And a Sonic-inspired mod for Mario 64.
That also doesn't surprise me.
Nothing
cream,
surprises me
the cream
anymore.
mod is actually pretty cute in how much detail they
Oh, yeah.
add in. Like like one of the details they added, Icky, is they remembered when you're in the ghost house. At one point, Amy becomes possessed by a ghost, like she was in that one Sonic X
Oh,
episode.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a very cute mod all around. But oh yeah, we're just
Scared
about to
the
beat the
fuck
final
out of
boss.
me when I was 8 years old.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Game over, Bowser. Your summer vacation is come to an end.
I'll see you yet in Super Mario Bros.
And one more for the road. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, they all fell.
Except Peach.
Except for Peach, she just floated back down.
As per usual.
What the wild day?
I think this is the only game where she neither has, like, the little poofy shoulders or gloves.
Well, because she's on vacation.
Exactly. She's dressing about as casually as Mario is.
Oh.
At least as casually as a princess could dress.
Wait, where's Flood?
Never forgetting that this was the era in which Mario was hiding a tribal tattoo under one of his sleeves.
That's true.
Game over.
Game over.
Mario, was I,
Just give me the poltergust.
Oh.
Aww.
Mario.
Now, Peach, I'm grieving over my best buddy, the Super Soaker.
Mario, you're talking to a Super Soaker again. Do we need to get you to the doctor?
Besides, we can get that thing fixed. We can.
We could get a new one.
I mean, it's just a machine, Mario.
It's just a Super Soaker. We could probably get, like, 5 of them for, like, $20 on eBay.
Meanwhile, Al Delfino is saved.
And Bowser has a moment with his kid.
Yeah, and he shrunk.
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama.
You knew?
I mean, for one thing, she wasn't a giant scary lizard like you are.
And I'm bigger.
Who?
I wanna fight that Mario again.
Aw.
Well put, son. A royal.
I just expect him to shout Cowabunga.
But for now,
And this started the most wholesome father-son relationship Nintendo's ever made.
He's screwed.
Yep.
And it still works to this day. Also, we're at the beach now for whatever reason.
How is that?
Yeah, we're back at the hotel. Where the Toads somehow managed to fix Flood.
The vacation starts now.
It does make you wonder why they really went to all the trouble to make us seem like this that the poor fucking super soaker
died.
At maximum managed to I don't know.
Could backing up, could you have seen something where maybe he died a little earlier, collapsed, and you had to do a last mission fighting Bowser without the Flood at first?
I feel like that would have made sense, but I don't know. It does still feel like a very last-minute plot decision. But that all said, Delfino's saved, Flood's fixed, and Mario is cleared of all criminal charges, and he and the others can finally go on their vacation, literally on the first day of summer for us.
Right now, they could just go home and just leave this entire land behind.
Happy birthday, James! That's you!
Happy birthday!
That's me, alright! I'm
Wednesday.
not retired from being a Mario character.
So yes, and as we see, the Mario franchise is as strong as ever, and I'm looking forward to everything that's going down.
Me too.
Yeah, no, Mario fans were fucking eating like kings today, and I really do hope that, all the other minor stuff that they very much lightly teased shows off even better surprises for the foreseeable future.
I agree.
Fingers crossed.
But that being said, as far as Mario Sunshine is concerned, I will still say that, yes, this is definitely the weakest 3D Mario game of a lot of them, but I don't really hate it all that much. I still think there's plenty of fun to be had, especially when you still have Flood on your backside. It's just that there's a lot of very dumb shit attached here and there, especially if you want to go for 100% completion. It's forget it.
Ooh.
This will never be used again. I'm very sorry.
This will never be of use of any kind.
You could argue it technically does, because in Toadstool Tour, you have Junior and Shadow Mario as separate characters.
True.
And you don't have the Piantissimo anymore.
Also, look at that. 64 shines.
It's magic.
They knew what the better game was.
Ha. So.
Can I play Crash Team Rumble now?
Yes, you may play Crash Team Rumble, but you have to at least say, do you think Sunshine is worth playing as someone who's never, if someone had never played a Mario game, do you think it's worth trying it out?
I think if it's to be your first game, I don't think it's really the worst thing in the world, just so long as you know not to push yourself to go for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, will you really know to not go for everything as a first-time player?
No, you'd have to have someone telling you about it.
There's no degree of linearity or any particular guide of where to go at any given time, except for the the little the cut-ins whenever you enter the level or re-enter the plaza. But
right.
It's so generalized, and the game never tells you that you have to beat all 7 missions just to access the final boss.
That's also true, which, that I would definitely say that one of the game's biggest sins is that it completely makes it, it completely nullifies the entire point of the shine sprites after a certain point, where now it's just a matter of, if you want to beat the game, you actually have to play throughout most, if not the entire, all the missions that the levels will give you.
There's not really an indicator on how many shine sprites you need at any given time to unlock a new level or a new power.
No, not in the slightest. It's just one of those things where you gotta keep playing and hope for the best. But, that all said, do you guys have any final thoughts regarding Mario Sunshine?
Have a wonderful vacation.
I think it's easily one of the most difficult 3D Mario games ever made, and the fact that
For
people
the wrong reasons.
the fact that people decided to push it farther to make Kaizo mods of this hack kind of
They what now?
kind of goes without saying. Look up Super Mario Sunburn and things like that later.
Is Sunburn considered a Kaizo hack? I figured that was more so a quality of life improvement.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'll look it up later, but I know that there was at least some Kaizo mods of this that made it.
I mean, to be
even
fair,
more
what Mario game doesn't have a Kaizo hack at this point?
fair. I look forward to some Kaizo hacks of wonder to go really insane, but no, just
Oh, dear God.
Super Mario Brothers. Whoa.
That's gonna be interesting as hell.
yeah. Stay tuned for the fall because we got some big projects in store now that we've seen more love from Nintendo and. Woo! Yeah. Happy birthday, James.
Thank you.
Was it a happy day?
Yeah, I'd say so. And speaking of happy days, next time, as far as 3D All-Stars is concerned, we're going to be playing Super Luigi Galaxy!
Oh, hey.
Whoa!
I was expecting you to say that we're going to go play with the stars.
I mean, that's also true. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
I thought I was called Super Mario Galaxy. What is this?
It's my turn, Mario.